Hello, I'm Stacey Limbury from Behind Closed Doors, and today I want to talk to you about why your super may not be so super after all. So you've shopped around to find yourself the best superannuation account. You've consolidated all your superannuation accounts, all those ones that had a few dollars in them since you were a teenager, but still your account balance is lagging behind men's balances. So what is the answer here? Well, today I'm talking to Behind Closed Doors founder and managing director, Donnie Walford. Hi Donnie, how are you?
I'm well, Stacey, how are you?
Donnie, who does this gender super gap affect?
It affects all women, all working women, and we have to do something about it.
What exactly is it? I mean, can you describe what this gender superannuation gap is? Because we've heard about the Equal Pay Day, which happened just last week. So where are we now?
Well, going on Equal Pay Day, it's actually unequal pay day because the latest statistics are that women are getting paid on average 14% less than their male counterparts. If you extend that out to superannuation over a lifetime, your retirement savings can be up to $85,000 on average, less than a male counterpart. But it gets worse than that if executives are paid even less again than the gender pay gap, the average gender pay gap at 15.3%. Over a lifetime of executive salaries, you could be paid anywhere between $100,000 and $1 million less in your superannuation over a lifetime. And the fastest growing cohort of homelessness is 55-year-old women. So if they're retiring on less, but they live up to 5 years longer than males, and they usually retire also earlier than males, their retirement savings aren't going to last long. And then if they're getting less, $85,000 to $1 million less in their retirement savings, they're big numbers.
They are massive numbers. You deal with women every day of the week here at Behind Closed Doors. What are some of the stories you're hearing about women's financial situations?
It's not so much that they discuss their financial situation, Stacey. It's more they discuss the gap in their pay. And this is executive women and managers, and why is that? Women tend not to negotiate their salaries as well as men do. They don't tend to put the value on the value that they offer an organisation or the value on themselves. They have a cringe factor about discussing pay. They don't like talking money. And I think there are a number of other factors that cause this, and some of it is women are generally the ones who take time off to raise their families. Some take anywhere between 6 months and 5 years. So and super isn't paid on generally super isn't paid on parental leave. So therefore, when they enter the workforce, they come back generally 3, maybe 4 days a week.
Right.
That's also an issue because they're getting paid less again. But if they're doing the same job, working 5 days a week, why aren't women getting paid the same as males?
I would love to know. So, Donnie, what needs to be done here, and is the onus on women to fix this super gap?
I think the onus is a dual responsibility. It's on the employer to make sure they do a pay audit, and you can get that done through Workplace Gender Equality Agency. You can also, as women, what I said earlier, women can learn to negotiate their salary to be equal to what they should be paying the role. Employers shouldn't be looking whether it's a male or a female in the role. They should be looking at what's the role pay, and then pay regardless of your gender.
I know that you've written a white paper and you've submitted that to Premier Stephen Marshall and also the Leader of the Opposition, Peter Malinauskas.
Yes, sir.
What are you hoping to achieve out of that?
I'm hoping that both parties, so obviously Liberal and Labor, but the Premier and the Leader of the Opposition, to help me lobby the federal government on a number of initiatives. And we can start with concessional contributions at the moment set for everybody at $25,000 per annum. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that we can raise that for women to give them a chance to catch up, and particularly as they earn more money as they get older, to at least put in up to $50,000 a year. We can also remove the rule that those earning $450 or less per month don't have to pay super. I want to change that rule, that it doesn't matter what you earn, you get paid super. Start paying superannuation on parental leave. To make sure there are no further delays in increasing the superannuation guarantee to 12%. And to address that gender pay gap by paying women the same salary as men for the same role. To cap men's salary until women catch up to what they should be paid. And also to pay superannuation while people are on parental leave.
Okay, that's quite a list you want to address with federal government, but there needs to be a start made.
And I'd say by lifting the concessional contribution from $25,000 per annum to $50,000 per annum for women.
You talked earlier about what organisations can do to address these gender issues, and you're talking about pay audits. And I think that that's a great initiative for any company or organisation that wants to be taken seriously and wants to truly be a leader in promoting gender equality in the workplace. I think this is a great place to start.
Well, what's even more interesting, Stacey, is not only ASX rules, but shareholders and stakeholders are looking for organisations who have a diversity policy and are doing something. And this is one way they can do it, by doing the pay audit and then bringing women's pays up equal to males. So that's a start. But also I think by paying, and it's not all organisations that are going to be able to do this, particularly small to medium-sized business owners, but certainly corporate world can start paying superannuation on parental leave.
For more information, you can get in contact with Donnie at behindcloseddoors.com. We'd love to hear from you if you've got any questions or comments. Thanks, Donnie.
Thank you.